Yeah, well, I finally stopped smoking for good. I'm a big believer in acts of kindness, no matter how small. In real life, wolves will do anything to avoid contact with mankind. I try to stay fit. I try and do something every day, but I don't jog. My body hates jogging. It's an ongoing joy being a dad. It's an ongoing joy being a dad. Kinsey's quest was really for us all to be tolerant and accepting of each other. I was very slow in maths. Geometry I actually enjoyed. Why would anyone ever tell anything personal to a journalist? I get fed up with plots that are driven by someone constantly getting information on a computer. I don't do my own stunts, but I do my own fighting. I don't consider fighting to be a stunt. You can't act being a boxer. It's like being on stage. Rihanna is a very talented person. One of those people who are able to do whatever they want with great results. It's easy enough to plan jobs, to plan a lot of work. I had done some flim-flam movies, but I didn't understand what being an actor meant anymore. I've made many films and only a few times I've played real people. I think if you're the son or daughter of successful actors and actresses, it's a double pressure. More is expected of you. To be honest, I'm scared to death of roller coaster rides. It is fun to explore these kick-butt characters. You think your life is going one way and then suddenly, you're on another track. I'm Irish, so I'm used to odd stews. I can take it. Just throw a lot of carrots and onions in there and I'll call it dinner. I'm still a proud Irishman, of course, but I've become an American citizen. I'm very, very proud of that. I'd like to play Ian Paisley, actually. I'd need building up, though he's very frail now. For all of nature's wonder and beauty, it is also hostile and unpredictable. It's extraordinary to look into a baby's face and see a piece of your flesh and your spirit. It makes you realize you are a part of the human race. While I was on the jury duty on the Deauville Film Festival, a few years ago, I always wanted to be a cowboy, and Jedi Knights are basically cowboys in space, right? I don't know if I'm a strict parent or a pushover. Before Schindler's List, I wouldn't have believed movies had a lot of power for social change. As you know, Hollywood loves to pigeonhole all the actors and actresses, and suddenly I got her pigeonholed as an action actor. In Los Angeles, it's like they jog for 2 hours a day and then they think they're morally right. That's when you want to choke people, you know? When I see great boxers, it's like reading a wonderful poem. Acting is invigorating. But I don't analyze it too much. It's like a dog smelling where it's going to do its toilet in the morning. I'm constantly reading books on God or the absence of God and atheism. I don't think that I am a sex symbol, although it's very flattering. I have to make it my job to be careful with my family. I think there must be some other life forms, even if they're microscopic. Looking out for your children is an ongoing process throughout your life. Looking out for your children is an ongoing process throughout your life. I do shadow boxing and use a heavy bag, but I don't spar with anyone. I'm not the kind of actor that would know what my character had for breakfast last Tuesday. I came to water late. I learned to swim at the age of 20. I have no desire to play King Lear or Hamlet. I never had a grand ambition. I just followed my nose. I have often found that no matter where I meet people in the world, there is a path that leads back to Queens. Well, I think people think sex is controversial. Not always, but certainly it's something to be discussed. It's an extraordinary thing, this tiny little province of Northern Ireland, where carnage happened. And I was part of it. I grew up in it. It's funny, but you get to a time in your life when you think you have all the friends you will ever have. I have friends who have daughters, and there's times I think I'm glad I have boys instead of girls. The Irish Catholic side was married to the life of an actor, and I found out acting could be a form of prayer. But, you know, sex is controversial. It just is, and it always will be. I think I survived by running away to work. It's interesting, the more successful you become, the more people want to give you stuff for nothing. Yes, I'm Catholic, I'm proud of it. But I had lots of Protestant friends. The putting on of vestments and lighting candles, it's a wonderful ritual that never changes from one mass to another. I was reared a Catholic, but I think every day we ask ourselves, not consciously, what are we doing on this planet? What's it all about? But let's just say, I'm Irish. I grew up in the 1950s. Religion had a very tight iron fist. Getting married and settling down isn't the most important thing in my life. If I get rejected for a part, I pick myself up and say, okay, not today, maybe tomorrow I'll get this other part or something.